Hello, beautiful Cancer. Welcome to your reading. This is going to be for next 4 weeks. And if you're new here, I am Divine Light. If you haven't already, don't forget to give this one a love, some love, hit subscribe, hit the thumbs up, and go ahead and hit the bell if you never want to miss a video. We have here a tree. This is a very good sign. It seems like you're going to plant some seeds this month, and that is going to grow very strongly because this is a strong tree. And you can actually take a nap under the tree in the shadows. So this is a good sign. It's a saying in my language, actually. When you plant something for the future, you'll get the chance to enjoy its shadow. So shade. It's the same word. That's why the translation is a little off in its shade. So whatever that you're doing this time, the number 5 can be actually a sign for us. The number 5 is adventure, freedom, a change coming. And it seems like that is going to take maybe even form. It can be within 5 weeks. I know this is intended for the next month, but what you're doing within this next 4 weeks can affect the following 5 months. I felt that vibe, 5 weeks or 5 months. So make sure that you're planting the seeds of the things you want them to grow, not like anger, frustration, anxiety, or maybe if you're feeling attached to someone, like too much of codependency. If that's the case, just pluck those seeds and plant something new. We have your house. Maybe you're manifesting a home. It seems like in the universe's mind, because it comes before, it's already done before you ask for it. We have a king playing a harp. This is really cute, guys. This is like a King of Cups vibe here. This can be you if you're a male. This can be you, or this can be someone who has the same vibe as you, like a water sign, or maybe someone really emotionally stable. They know what they want, a loving, nurturing energy here. And can be like feeling at home with someone, or this can be manifesting your home. Okay, and a letter is coming in the mail. Make sure you're checking your mails. That's important too. Another thing here, maybe most of the time this card represents that you're receiving something, but for some of you, I feel maybe you are sending something out. Okay, we have here a pool, a garden that you're going to be enjoying as well. This is actually leisure. I feel the energy of leisure here, kicking back, having some fun, doing something you like. A slow time is going to be, we have 20 here, number 20th day of the month, which actually we're transitioning towards the Cancer timeline. Maybe you need to really celebrate your birthday with this calm and peaceful environment. Okay, even if you're feeling frustrated in maybe work environment is busy or house is getting busier, whatever it is that you're going through, you need to take yourself out to a garden that you can enjoy the water fountains and all that beautiful trees. Again, we have many trees here, the shades of the trees. Okay, that's going to be something maybe inspiring you to do something differently, or it's going to really relax you so you can see the solutions available. I see here a small, kind of like a half moon. I don't know if you can see the hair of someone, the nose and the hair. This is actually somebody, a female character, staring at this. There's like something growing here. Kind of reminds me of a little bit of kale vibes, if you ever seen. There's a type of kale, has like 2 colors, like a purple leaves and then green leaves, which is used for ornament in some cases, but in my city especially, they're used for ornamentation. But the thing is, this kind of looks like a lotus leaf also blooming here. Lotus is a good sign because it's the sign of like the bloom of the year, yes. And also it is used, like you see when you look at the signals of chakras and the yoga signals and stuff, it's enlightenment, becoming aware of some things. Okay, this can be, I'm going to go with 2 ideas. This can be like spiritual things that are holding you back, and you realizing, recognizing, and maybe getting rid of them, or finding a solution to them, or not to be afraid of them anymore. This can also becoming aware of the new possibilities that are right in front of you. Okay, but like if they're in front of you, they're in the future as well. So it seems like here, these are things they need progress. They're growing. They're not stable. Okay. This is not one time thing. This is something when you recognize and you go after it, it is going to have massive potential. It's like almost covering the half of the saucer here. There's a pathway opening within the first week, a fish hanging outside here, but you don't really have a connection to the fish yet. Fish can be money opportunity, and it's hanging outside of your comfort zone. But the thing is, there's a path opening. You're not going to see the fish until you take the path. Path can be many things. First meaning is a road that you're going to hit the road. You're going to go somewhere. You're going to be invited. You're going to have the feeling of adventure. I told you 3 is stability, but number 5 means adventure. So maybe when you take that, you're going to go get that source from that place. Okay. The source can be, I'm thinking fabric. I don't know why I'm thinking fabric, but it just came to me like this yards of fabric flowing. If you are doing anything with fabric, if you need anything fabric related, maybe marriage related, there's, those wedding gowns are actually yards of fabric they're made of. It can be a suit for some of you. I'm thinking like a suit is appearing in my mind's eye. Maybe you're wearing a suit. The fish doesn't have to be specifically like I said, a bunch of money, or maybe an opportunity, like a piece of money dropping into your lap that is going to be wasted in 2 days. It can be something that you're going to be able to use for the long term. Okay. When you hit the road, you're catching the fish. It's going to appear. And after you catch it, you're coming back. You're not going to dwell on. This can be like a small adventure is going to show you some things. And in the meantime, I see someone here is on top of somebody else's head right there. This looks like a masculine figure with good intentions and carrying this person on their back here. And this person has like a snake wrapping around their neck, you can see, okay? I feel like someone might be in distress, but the problem is right in front of this person, or not in front of, but like they're on their neck. The problem is on their neck. The snake is choking them. And instead of maybe using their hands or getting the help to get rid of that, they're just lift me up, help me. This reminds me of teaching someone how to fish rather than giving them a piece of fish. You might be the masculine figure here because you're glowing. You're probably helping someone in a way. It's not really helping them. Neither you. It's just becoming a burden and getting heavier and heavier. The first week, you're going to become aware of that. And then the opportunity, maybe there's a hill coming here to drop them so they can get rid of the fish. Because when you're carrying someone, their arms also becomes like immobile. They cannot really use it very effectively because it's against the gravity. But they're on the ground, it becomes easier for them to free themselves. So it seems like here, as soon as you just lay them, or maybe tell them, now you need to take care of this by yourself, or I cannot carry you forever, they're going to find a solution to the problem, okay? And I told you, there's a hill up here that you are heading to. There's like a higher ground you're heading to. And you're not going to leave them stranded. You're just going to leave them on that higher ground as well. Maybe you're going to show them this is a way that you can save yourself, and they will take that advice. I see another tree here. Tree is actually planted on the side of this hill. When you're coming down, you're going to see the results of your good work. Another thing here, seed is, guys, it can be actually even a small phone call that you're going to call a friend, that you're going to call and offer like a partnership with someone, or maybe someone that you always wanted to be with together. If you're free, if you're single, maybe you wonder if this person really have interest in you. Even communicating that is going to open up this pathway. It doesn't have to be like, oh, do you want to hang out? Do you want to be my girlfriend, boyfriend, wife, husband, whatever? However, I don't know how it's done anymore because the system actually really warped and changed today's world. But you can even how are you doing? Do you have anyone in your life? That question even can illuminate a pathway for you. This new tree seed right there. Okay. There's another thing I feel here. This tree can be something already planted, already thriving, that you can become a part of it. Okay. But it's about communication because I see small, tiny communication line. There's a legal paper appearing after that. There's a ribbon on top of the legal paper. Ribbon can symbolize this is going to show up as a gift. This is also, guys, I don't know, the runes, RUNE, rune, I think that's what they're called. But it kind of looks like one. Okay, if you know kind of like a meaning of that, comment down below. I read all your comments. And I will definitely check that out. And I see here there's a cat person appearing here. Cat person meaning this person's head is shaped as cat. And they are coming, knocking on the door. When you receive this blessing offer, this can be a new slate, a new beginning for you. Someone coming in by your door. Cat person can be symbolizing a person who has a personality like a cat, because the face kind of looks like a cat right there. If you are, I'm going to go with a literal meaning. It can be literally cat person, meaning someone who is helping cats a lot. Maybe they have shelter for cats, working with cats. Can be a veterinarian coming to like knock on the door to help you. It can also represent maybe someone who is coming as a good observation mentor that you can observe, because cats are really, when you look at them, I'm not talking about their reproduction habits, because I feel like animals don't really have a choice in that, but the way they're living is really enjoying. Okay, like I don't know if you ever had a cat who can, inside and outside cat, they're living their best life. Like they have the freest, and they have friends. They try, like they go around the block and to enjoy themselves very much. Okay, and they find a way to feed themselves. So this can be someone who is. But I feel like because they're wearing a cloak, this is not a somewhat random person who's just doing random odd jobs. This person wearing like a jacket, you can see their cloak kind of like a jacket here, really mastered the art of living fully, meaning they might have a business that they enjoy and doing great with that, making a lot of money and also enjoying their life. And they're knocking on your door. You can see like the door knock here. Okay, they're just very strongly, they're knocking on the door. They carry somebody else on their chest here, on their shoulder, with like a lightning bolt. The lightning bolt can be, I want to say, an air sign, because the lightning bolt is not fiery. It can be Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. They're carrying on their shoulder. Can be a mentor. But it seems like you're going to cross paths with this person, and they can really bring like commitment to you, because I see you're here immediately opening the door, and then there's like a ring on your head. This can be a contract, guys. This can be a new beginning. This can be even like a little like a course that you're going to take, has some teachings in there. I see that there's a graduation cap you're wearing here, immediate graduation. This can be even like those 3 days courses that you're going to be taking. Okay, it can be related to the subject that you're interested in. It can be something that has a new opportunity for you, but I feel here there's a mentorship coming there. Okay, but I feel because you're going to be on a roll, it's not going to really, like, you're going to be on a high level. There's even this person standing on a fish. You might get a piece of that fish to material satisfaction, and then the graduation cap shows up. So it is probably something that will teach you. I see even a Christmas tree forming here, maybe bring you some gifts at the end. You can see the cow right there, or a bull with the horns. You can see the mouth and the big face right here. Bull can represent an authority figure, can be a hierophant, can be a governmental thing. And it seems like they're going to come, and they have a dried up tree here, number 3 and 7 next to it. It can be indicative of something. This 37. 3 can be creativity, 7 can be wisdom, and you maybe have all of those things. And because you made a tree thrive here, this authority can be an authority in their own field, but maybe they're powerless because they're coming to you to revive their tree as well. It can be something like that. I like that. Let's dive into your saucer now. If you have a specific question, a desire, an intention, hold it in your mind. Your energy field is intact, and I feel like you're going to be an observer. There are 2 desires, guys. One of them is coming really fast. The second one has some time. The first one is even coming with the tears of joy. And what I see is somebody's wearing the graduation cap. the thing is, graduation cap actually gives you the opportunity to be the expert of something. You are standing very strongly as an authority here until you wear it. There's a gateway under your legs here that is going to actually like, or maybe you're sitting on a gateway here. Sitting on can actually mean that you're sitting on a very beautiful idea, can be a gateway through a new dimension, an upgrade for you. Another thing here, until you get that thing, get that degree, get that knowledge, I see that you're not going to really have any control of the situations here. You're going with the flow. Everything is flowing. Everything is looking good. But it's like you're sitting on the chair, the idea, the degree, the little seminar. It doesn't matter what it is. It can be even a spiritual enlightenment thing, or it can be like you watching something, a spiritual person related, something that is going to really make you advisable, or maybe information, give you information about something, and that's going to become like help you be the authority here. Okay, or it can be the guidance that you're going to get. I see that when that happens within the 4th week, it seems like you are going to be the authority. You're going to take control of whatever is happening outside of you. Okay, let's see. The rest of the things are maybe even under your control. Then you're going to start having control of things that are outside of you. Let's dive into your tarot now. Let's see what that one. We have a wolf here, 9 of Pentacles. It's a beautiful card here. You have a companion to talk to. 9 of Pentacles is actually your hard work is paying off. I feel the same vibe from you sitting there, and this is showing up. This can be within the 1st week. This is the foresight of things, okay, how things are going to start aligning, how you're going to start thriving. But the thing is, 9 of Pentacles can symbolize, it comes after the 8 of Pentacles. After you take a course, after you educate yourself, or maybe research and finding information, that is going to start becoming, bringing something that is going to indicate a long-term stability. I even think of it, for some of you, the vision of like a camera came to me. If you are into recording things or taking photos of things, or maybe filmmaking, whatever it is that you're into, like I'm seeing someone sitting in front of this monitor watching people acting. I know this is very specific for some of you. It can be even like redirecting your life movie, okay, guys? And it seems like that's going to become something, a long-term stability. Can be maybe writing your life story, because some of you have been through good stuff. This is 3 of Cups with the otters here. Otters hold hand, guys, if you know them. This can mean that you're going to have a celebration. It's not going to end with only receiving something material. You're going to have maybe family, friends, all that good people coming to you and celebrating with you your success and victory under the tree of stability here, long-term stability. Okay, so I feel overall everything is going to be really good for you. It is the stable, it's not only like long-term stability and structure, it's also fun ideas. The fun things are, you're going to have time for all that good stuff. Call to Awakening Rooster, number 19. Number 19 is, I cannot remember, sorry guys, let's look it up. Is actually the sun. Exactly. The call to awakening just throw me off just tiny bit, because we don't have any rooster related thing in the sun card, but this is actually triumph, joy, splendor, brilliance, and radiance. So it seems something material coming first, and then you're going to celebrate that. The more you celebrate it and stay in that energy, the more things to celebrate will come forward. The sun can be even more opportunities presenting themselves when you're in the right mind. This can be a Leo that you have coming into your life, as well as the 4th shell, maybe to support and celebrate together. Different kind. I told you that I feel an air sign, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius here, and they have like feathers can represent them. So this person can be bringing the logical aspect of something you are actually growing with only emotions. They might bring the paperwork, they might bring the logic, calculation, and the better opportunity for growth. And we have the letter here. Letter can be this person is actually connecting you through an email or on the mail. somehow they're going to find their way towards you. And then they're going to bring more of the sunshine. Okay, you already have sunshine in each photo, but this is very clear on this one. We have here Nine of Pentacles. What? No, I'm sorry, Nine of Cups here, Nine of Shells. So this is like one of the most optimistic things I've seen so far. We have 4 fish here. Fish, I told you, in your situation can be opportunities, can be money, can be success, can be many fish in the sea that there's expansion coming in. Nine of Shells here is your wish fulfillment. So one thing is going to lead to another. You might start with a material satisfaction, getting a new home or finding a place that you feel at home, celebrating with your loved ones, adding more love into that, more optimism, joy, and that will bring other desires that you have, satisfaction that will bring stability. Okay, so Nine of Shells is Nine of Cups energy here, one of the most beautiful in tarot, because it means that you're getting your heart's desire, yes, but also it is coming in a way that is going to be satisfying. Okay, it's not going to be coming through an accident or insurance payment. It's coming through something you will enjoy. They are not only it, because we have many shells here, 9 different desires maybe being fulfilled. Let's see what the oracle has to say this time. We have fates here. This is actually your fairies working behind the closed doors, that you're not really seeing the movement. You might feel frustrated, which we all do. I read all your comments. I can see some of you may be actually struggling. Things are not really showing up, but this is basically a sign and telling you everything is working behind the curtain. Okay, these are fairies, fairy godmothers, that we have all these angels, higher self, the creator of all that is all universal energies, like the gravity. We don't know what gravity looks like, but we know its effect. Okay, it's exactly like that. There's some powers working behind the scenes that you don't see, and they are, like, when we look at the alignment of it, they are here in the past tense. They're working, and they're going to keep working until you get to this full satisfactory moment. Okay, we have milk and honey. You can see an elephant is swimming inside of it. These are the things, the daily joyful stuff you're gonna actually start receiving to enjoy, and those are gonna be your little signs to actually pay attention to. Another thing with the milk and honey, they're showing you that there's growth. Okay, there's growth coming, satisfaction is showing up. This is number 451, also is kind of like an angel number here. It's enjoying the abundance, and there's going to be, your authenticity is going to bring much more opportunities, and you're going to keep feeding the prosperity that are actually they're forming in your life too. Okay, that you see that this elephant is swimming inside of the beautiful pastes. What else do we have here? Soulmates. Some of you are attracting a soulmate along this journey, okay? And this can be, we have wolf, otter, rooster, salmon, okay? Whichever one is actually suitable for you. But we also have penguins holding keys here. Someone who really holds the key to your heart is going to show up to support you. This can be soulmate. I gotta put it out there. We have 41, 51. Soulmate doesn't have to be always romantic. If you're not looking for someone romantic, this can be a good friend to support you in your journey and be the optimistic part here. Maybe whenever you're feeling down, they're just gonna give you hope to get up and get back up and just keep going. Okay, it can be a colleague, it can be a good friend, it can be a lover, and just have like a wide view of things here. We have the young energy. Young is action that you're going to take, the fire that you're going to feel, and that's why it's aligning with the sun. I feel like here the sun reminds you that you're going to get inspirations along your journey, actionable inspirations, and if you delay it, it's going to delay the satisfaction. So do not delay it. When the idea comes to you to go somewhere, do something, call someone, these don't usually cost much. Okay, guys, and if you do that, that's going to lead you towards this call to awakening, the desired outcome. Let's see your one more card, and then we're going to get to the final message. We have Virgo. Virgo is in the zodiac, if you know about them, is a very organized one. So this is basically telling you the energy around you is dutiful, hesitant, and humble, with a discriminating, diligent, and painstaking air. So this is how can you take control of that, like um, hesitant energy, when you start organizing before things actually come to your life, or when you get one duty at a time, when you get one thing to do at a time, taking care of that immediately, like having a list of things when you wake up to do. It doesn't mean that it has to be like 20 page of a list. No, make it like maybe a 1 page, 3 sentences, but just have a list and organization. Another thing here is, this is actually, I heard from, I don't remember his name, I think Brian Tracy. He says that have a list of some like 100 things or maybe 10 things, and if you could have choose one of them, which one would be that? Then just choose that. Like if this year they say you're going to have that one, choose that, write it down, and go pursue it. Day to day, do something towards it. And at the end of the year, you will have a portion of it already done and appear in your life. Okay. Now we're going to pull your final message, see what that one is going to tell us. That one will let you know. Let's see what that is. Release. May you lay down your burdens. Okay, this is very clear to me as well, which I felt in the beginning. You're carrying other people's weights on your shoulders. You're trying to maybe help them, but the help turns out to be you living their life for them. If that's the case, you need to lay those burdens down. On top of that, these can be happening because you feel responsible of the past things. Okay, now it's time to release them because they don't belong to your new, active, beautiful, colorful future, basically. Okay. All right, beautiful. That's all for today. Hope you enjoy your reading. If you do, I'm going to add some more videos right here for you to enjoy. I wish you all a magical day. Bye. Hit the subscribe and join the family.